Hello good people, you're all welcome to Narek's World Tour. In this video we will be talking about the amazing city called Dubai, so stay tuned as we share more light on its culture, history and other factors.
Hey guys, and welcome to Dubai. Dubai is a city and an emirate in the United Arab Emirates, known for luxury shopping, ultra-modern architecture and sandy beaches. Dubai was turned from a desert backwater into one of the world's most futuristic cities in less than 50 years. Where is Dubai located? In the eastern part of the Arabian Peninsula, on the coast of the Persian Gulf. The city is growing so fast, I was actually visiting it back in 1995 with my dad, and when I came here for the second time, I couldn't recognize anything. My first impression was that the city is just so overwhelming. Different parts of the city are just so spread out, and it's not clear how to get from one place to another. First of all, let's point out some cultural aspects. Although Dubai is the most liberal of the 7 emirates, it is still an Arab emirate, and much of its culture is influenced by Islam. Criticizing the royal family, local laws, or the country in general will probably get you in trouble. Drinking in public or just being intoxicated in public is also against the law. When visiting public places, you gotta follow a certain dress code. Make sure you cover your shoulders and knees. Also, no kissing or hugging in public. You will hear a call to the prayer 5 times a day, no matter where you are, outside, in a mall, or at a business meeting. Filming people is basically illegal. You gotta ask for their permission first. Coffee good? The population of the city is 3.3 million people, and every year it increases by 170,000 people. You might be surprised, but the locals, or Emiratis, only make up about 10% of the population. Looking at all the luxury of Dubai, it might seem that everyone must be pretty wealthy around here, which is often the case for locals and some high-skilled expatriates coming from countries like the US, UK, and Canada. But it's a completely different story for the construction workers and the taxi drivers that come from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Nigeria, Egypt, and other countries, who only average about $600 or $700 a month.
Hello. Hi everyone. I'm Nazmul. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm in Dubai taxi.
What's your name?
My name is Sher Muhammad.
Where do you come from?
Pakistan, Peshawar.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
They don't live in fancy neighborhoods. Rather, they live in communities such as this one. They can't afford to bring their families over here. And sometimes several men have to share one room. They're here to make some money and send it back to their home country. I want to mention this guy. He's from Egypt. He saw us on the subway trying to figure out how to get to a certain place, and he came to our rescue. He took us all the way to the destination and then even stopped to buy us some cold drinks, which was very nice of him. None of those people had plans to stay here longer than they needed to, because UAE citizenship is almost impossible to obtain. Even if you're born here, it doesn't change anything unless one of your parents is an Emirati. Just imagine a situation, say a young couple that comes from Egypt comes to live and work in Dubai. They give birth to a child who grows up, gets their education here, gets a job afterwards, and continues living in Dubai, thinking that Dubai is their home. Then that person's working visa is not extended for whatever reason, and they're told, go home. Go home where, they ask. Go home to Egypt, where that person had never been in their lifetime. In Dubai, the number of men exceeds that of women by more than double. There's about 2.5 males for every female. Today, less than 5% of the Emirates' revenue comes from oil. Instead, the economy relies on trade, tourism, aviation, financial services, and real estate. Tourism is doing well. Dubai is the 4th most visited city in the world. The city had 15 million overnight visitors in 2016.
Over the past several decades, Dubai has increased in size and area several times. It grows up to the skyline like a bamboo grove, doing it so fast that Google Maps can't keep up with the pace to add new places. Now, Dubai looks like a large, continuous construction site where work goes without stopping on day and night. These guys work like hell, Statistically, every fifth lift crane in the world is located here in Dubai. So just in case you're a crane operator, I believe I've just found a job for you. You get a feeling that the local authorities just don't know what the word impossible means. See, this is the Dubai Water Canal.
2.5 years ago, this canal didn't even exist. The site was full of some buildings and traffic junctions, but all this construction were very quickly demolished. The canal was dug, the ferry was launched on it, and now it is an additional way to get around the city.
Now it all looks like this. A bit later, we'll see how it all looks at night. Believe me, it's worth seeing. Over the past 20 years, 1,344 high-rise buildings have been built here. Of course, it's fewer than in Hong Kong and fewer than in New York. But just wait for it. In Dubai, real estate property price is steadily growing. Apartments here were bought by Madonna, Roger Federer, the Beckham family, and Michael Schumacher. I'll show you his villa later. Well, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie also own real estate here. However, apartments don't come cheap here. The price for a 3-bedroom apartment starts from $500,000. Nowadays, Dubai is a super modern, technological, and expensive city. But it wasn't always the case. This is the main street in Dubai. It looked this way 27 years ago. And this is how it looks now. We all know the reason why Dubai turned from this into this very well. It's oil. In the 1960s, oil deposits were found here. By the way, they were not very large if compared to neighboring Abu Dhabi. Western investors came to the country and started to build oil wells here. And the dwellers of a small port city with a population of 20,000 people, who cooked food on fire and lived mostly in tents, figuratively switched camels for cars. The construction and development of Dubai started. It all happened largely due to this man, Sheikh Zayed. Of course, without oil, we'd hardly ever seen Dubai the way we see it now. But the local government's merit is not just in the successful coping with Western budgets. It's really hard to believe, but now tourism and aviation bring Dubai many times more money than oil production. In this very sense, Dubai is much like a young man who inherited a large fortune. However, he didn't blow it off, but successfully invested it and now gets good dividends from all this. Now, this city is one of the richest and most dynamically developing cities on the planet, striving to be the first in everything. You can actually shoot films about Dubai every few months. This is exactly how much time the municipal government needs to build and launch several large-scale facilities and grandiosely announce them to the whole world. Here, everybody is fond of everything with the word most. Start bending your fingers.
But the real estate situation is another story. Those who want to invest in Dubai have to keep an eye on the market. Several years ago, Dubai already found itself in a difficult situation when it needed a $20 billion bailout from its oil-rich neighbor, Abu Dhabi, to escape a debt crisis caused by collapsing property prices. Since 2014, residential property prices have dropped by more than 15% and are still falling. The housing market remains oversupplied, and looking at all the ongoing projects, I get a feeling that it might stay this way for a while. At the same time, they're expecting the city population to double by 2027. Everyone's betting on Expo 2020 to turn things around, for which Dubai is ready to spend $8 billion on infrastructure. Dubai has always been an attractive place to run a business for yet another reason: zero taxes. But in 2018, the government implemented value-added tax VAT at a rate of 5%. Not too bad, but it's not zero anymore. Dubai is in the desert and it's hot. Summer days can be as hot as 50 Celsius or 122 Fahrenheit, and it's sunny throughout the year. It is hotter here than in Phoenix, Arizona, so you get the picture. Even the taxi drivers from Egypt that I talked to said that in the summertime it's hotter here than it is in Egypt. It's in the desert, so water supply is a major challenge. Close to 99% of potable drinking water in Dubai comes from desalination plants. Just imagine how many cubic meters of water they need every day for the city. In this part of the world, you know a city is wealthy when it has a lot of green parks and gardens and palm trees. You know Dubai is located in the desert, so it takes a lot of water to keep it all green and nice. Everywhere you will see some water systems and some hoses. Look at these flowers. There are hoses everywhere. Now you can't have too much fur, and when it's 50 outside, I mean, you gotta keep it short, right? Dubai is not very walkable, so you'll have to be relying on public transportation to get you around, but most people would just prefer to use taxis. Dubai is jam-packed with things that are designed to be the biggest or the most extravagant in the world. It has this attitude of nothing is impossible. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. It's an 830-meter tall tower that dominates the skyscraper-filled skylines. By the way, Burj in Arabic means a building. While without a doubt it's a true masterpiece, it might be just a little bit of an overrated site for tourists. Do you really want to waste 2 or 3 hours in line just to see the city from above? I decided to pass on the idea because you can admire the building from outside for free. But did you know they're already building a taller building? It's called Dubai Creek Tower, and it will be at least 100 meters taller than Burj Khalifa. Dubai has the world's largest flower garden, Dubai Miracle Garden. The garden has a total of 45 million flowers. So nice to find yourself in this beautiful area and take a break from the busy city.
शहर से हाल ही में पक गया रह रह के मैं तो या चाली में दिन रात सो के सपने सजाया लंच होगा दुबई में डिनर बाली में निकला हूं.
During the summer months, the garden stays closed for obvious reasons. It's too hot. Oh, sorry about that. Man, sorry, I didn't see that, kid. Where do you find the best roads in the world? For 5 years in a row, the Emirates had been #1 when it came to quality of roads, according to Global Economy. And of course, if you have some super roads, you need some supercars, right? Hey. They have bus stops with air conditioning. They call them air-conditioned bus shelters, and there's more than 1,000 of them right now in the city. Dubai has the world's longest fully automated metro system, where all trains run without drivers. Most of it above the ground. They have 2 lines, a green line and a red line. The red line goes along the main Dubai street, Sheikh Zayed Highway. There are 3 different classes of service: silver class, women and children only, and gold class. A ticket to the gold class is 2 times more expensive than usual. The best thing about it is it doesn't get crowded during rush hours. Public transportation in Dubai is pretty convenient, and the best way is to get a note card, which is good for subway, it's good for bus. The only thing it's not good for is monorail, which have to pay separately. Dubai is also known for one of the most ambitious engineering structures of our time, an artificial palm tree archipelago, Palm Jumeirah, which added nearly 50 miles to the coastline. We are on the famous artificial island of Palm, and over there you see the wave breaker, which goes around the island and it protects it from strong winds and strong waves up to 4 meters high. Atlantis de Palm is a luxury hotel resort located at the apex of the Palm Jumeirah. Among other things, it has Aquaventure Water Park and the Lost Chambers Aquarium, that is home to 65,000 marine animals. Hi, where are you guys from?
From Sweden. Hello, Russia.
Welcome to Dubai.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
The longest fully automated underground railroad in the world operates here. It actually operates without drivers. The underground network is about 75 kilometers long. In 2018, the tallest hotel in the world was set up in Dubai. The Javora Hotel is 356 meters high. The previous height record belonged to the JW Marriott Hotel Dubai. The tallest exclusively residential building is located here. Here, it's still under construction. The previous record holder is close by. It's Princess Tower.
Also, here is the second largest mall in the world located.
It has an area of over 1 million square meters, fitting in 1,200 stores. And as you probably guessed, it's not just Zara and H&M. The building also has an aquarium with the largest acrylic glass in the world. It's 33 meters wide. Even though Dubai is located in the epicenter of the climatic furnace, and the summer temperature may jump to 50 degrees Celsius above zero, the world's largest flower park was planted. Just think about it, 45 million flowers is located here. The last picture couldn't have come at a better time, because Emirates Airlines Dubai has been recognized as the world's best air carrier for 4 consecutive years. It owns the world's largest fleet with the world's largest passenger aircrafts, Airbus A380. And Dubai Airport, being the base for the company, is the 3rd busiest airport in the world and one of the central hubs in the Middle East. Next, the largest man-made island is located in Dubai, and we'll get to it later as well. And finally, the tallest building in the world at the moment, this steeple in the distance, is also in Dubai. And we'll also visit it. Naturally, that's not all. Dubai goes on investing huge money in the construction of many new facilities. Let's turn the page and see the list of building projects being erected in Dubai in December 2018. The world's tallest panoramic wheel is being built here. It'll be 210 meters high. It's at the final construction stage now. This building, shaped like a crescent, is the Museum of the Future, which is planned to open in 2019. Its construction cost is about $200 million. And finally, this is already funny, but another world's tallest architectural structure is being built here, Creek Tower. This tower with a restaurant and an observation deck on top will become more than 100 meters taller than the Burj Khalifa. They promised to build it in just 3 years. And you know, for some reason, I believe them. In addition to building record holders, Dubai attracts many visitors with its inconceivable unnatural wealth and sparkling luxury. The underground trains, for example, have special cars for gold card holders. People madly adore gold here, and one of the most famous local attractions is the gold market. You can find a lot of expensive jewelry here. Rolex watches. This particular model costs $30,000. And now, this is the largest gold ring in the world. It weighs 58 kilograms. It even has a plate confirming the record. Another sign of wealth in Dubai is, of course, the fact that everyone here adores cars.
It's hard to believe now, but in 1968, Dubai had only 13 registered cars.
Now, the situation has changed a bit. Dubai, with its population of 2.5 million people, has more than 150,000 registered cars. And it's also important to say what kind of cars they are. Dubai can compete with any city in the world by the number of elite car industry products. Supercars are bought here very often. Consequently, the number of brand car dealers goes beyond all conceivable and inconceivable bounds. You don't have to order and wait for something. You come to a car dealer, buy a Ferrari, a Porsche, or even a Bugatti, and get Honda as a change. If you think that only men drive cars here, that's not true. There are also little pink Jeeps and BMWs, and even Hummers for Barbies. However, the most incredible thing is not that. Vanity license plates are more expensive than the most luxurious cars in Dubai. This Bentley Bentayga has the license plate worth several $1 million roughly. The plate with 003 in Abu Dhabi has recently been sold for 7.5 million dirhams. That's $2 million. The most expensive license plate I've ever heard about has only one figure on it, and it was sold for 45 million dirhams, more than $12 million. Now it's time to talk about hotels. You can find hotels here to suit all tastes, but not all wallets. Dubai's hotels are considered to be the second most expensive in the world after Geneva's. The most famous hotel is one of Dubai's symbols, Burj Al Arab. Well, I'll interrupt this boasting festival for a while because I need to drone to show you this hotel. And my friends Alex and Lena, who live in Dubai, have it.
Since it's very difficult to fly anywhere in this place, Alex borrowed me his drone. So now we will try to take off and show you what Burj Al Arab is like.
So we're getting up, and here it is, Burj Al Arab, better known as the Sail, the one and only 7-star hotel in the world. At least its owners call it this way. It doesn't seem very large from the air, but the building is 321 meters high. It has the tallest atrium lobby in the world. The owner used 1,800 square meters of 24-karat leaf gold to decorate the hotel's interior. That would be enough to cover 46,000 Mona Lisas. At the back, you can see a terrace with swimming pools. However, guests can get there at an extra charge, even though you'll have to pay at least $1,000 per night to rent a room. Another luxury hotel is the Armani Hotel, which is located in Burj Khalifa and designed personally by Giorgio Armani. There are only 2 of them in the world, one in Dubai and the other one in Milan. And finally, Atlantis, a 5-star hotel located on the man-made island called the Palm. At the ribbon-cutting ceremony, there were 7 times more fireworks used than at the Beijing Olympics. It's very difficult to get to its territory if you're not a hotel guest. But believe me, everything is to the highest standard there. Generally, there are more than 30 hotels, residences, separate marina, and of course, villas. More than 4,500 villas on the Palm. It looks very impressive from above, but if you come a little bit lower, you can see that the buildings stand rather close by each other, and there's practically no space between the houses. The real estate developer who built this island eventually increased the number of houses to compensate for high expenses. Some villa owners were not very pleased with this idea. Now let's talk about the man-made islands. This is the Palm Jumeirah. We've just had a look at it. It's populated almost to its full capacity. But there's another palm island, Jebel Ali, which is still under construction. The most interesting project among the artificial islands is the World Archipelago. It has 240 islands in the shape of a world map. Each island is called by a country, a state, or a city. Here we have Australia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and more. There are also Rostov and Yekaterinburg. These islands and the Siberia island were bought by Russian real estate developers. To have a look at the archipelago, I went to one of the most expensive private hotels in Dubai, Bulgari. It also has a yacht club and its own marina. The facility level is very well illustrated by the automotive industry products, beautifully parked here.
Hello, my friend. Nice to meet you.
This is Abdurrahman. He represents the Heart of Europe company. They own several islands of the archipelago of the world.
We took all the Arabian islands.
Arabian?
European islands.
European islands.
Yeah. Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, St. Petersburg, we have St. Petersburg, Venice, and the main Europe island.
St. Petersburg as well.
Yeah. The heart shapes look like the heart shape.
So security took a picture of my camera, and we are at the first floating villa. This thing will hold 7 people, and if necessary it can be taken away and turned into a swimming pool.
Yeah. From here you have full view all Dubai. This is a jacuzzi, fit for 6 people.
Jacuzzi with a transparent floor, it's a wrap. You are lying here and someone from below sees your flat ass. Well, you know, like a cat on the glass. So, Abdurrahman,
Yes.
this one is Switzerland?
No, Sweden.
Sweden. And these? Do you know the
This is a
name?
Lebanon island.
It's
But
Lebanon?
It doesn't belong to us.
And this?
No, I don't know the names exactly for all the islands.
Actually, using the map, we've managed to find out that Austria and Germany are situated close by. But let's get back to the floating villa.
The most amazing thing in the world. Oh, wow. This is a floating seahorse and this is a room underwater.
It's just a hit. You're lying with a girl and just staring at this. And a good question is, who is actually staring at whom? You at the fish or fish at you?
The customer will choose what type of fish he want to see in front of his seahorse. So he go to the nursery, the coral nursery, and he choose the type of fish, and we bring the coral like you see, and it's all attached to the seahorse from down here.
Once we had a shooting in similar hotel in Zanzibar, but here everything is made in a more modern manner, fancier, and this hotel is much more comfortable. And you can choose the fish, just mind-blowing. Is this villa for selling?
Yeah, it's for selling.
Selling.
Yeah. It's not for rent now, but after we sell it, we're going to rent it for the other people, for the customers. Like for example, if you bought this villa, we will take it from you, and we're going to rent it for
so
you.
It's like investment.
Yeah, it's pure investment.
Okay. And how much?
We're talking about 16 million dirhams.
16 million dirhams.
Yeah, and the best thing here, it gives you 8% rental guarantee for 12 years.
8%?
Yeah, guarantee.
Looks like I'm standing somewhere right in the middle of the jungle. Well, not Amazonia, but somewhere in Mauritius. It's all natural. These are real natural palms. I mean, they all grew up here, but 10 years ago there was nothing here. All this was brought here, planted, and now it's the real jungle, and I'm going to show it to you.
Sweden Palace. This is a Sweden island, as I mentioned before. It's a huge house. We're talking about 25,000 square feet, 5 floors, 7 bedrooms. You have a private beach, private pool. This is a swimming pool, and this is a kids' swimming pool. Your own private beach here.
It's a private beach.
Yeah, it's a private beach. And also, if the customer want to make it private, with more privacy, we can extend the trees till the beach inside, so you have his own private beach.
So guys, a funny phrase, darling, I just bought Sweden, can easily become true.
So the villa is a 5-storied building with zillions of bedrooms, children's rooms. It has an elevator, of course. All upholstered furniture was manufactured by Bentley. You can see expensive utensils, custom-made bathtubs, jacuzzis, a gym, and a sauna, of course. We're actually in Sweden.
Come and see this one also, because it's Sweden. This is a snow room.
Snow room?
Yeah, the temperature go here to -5 in this room. So this machine, it's still it's under maintenance. It makes snow. It's real snow. So once you turn it on, it will cover all the place here. It goes to -5. You go from the sauna to -5 degrees.
We can see a large party lounge with sunscreens and a roof terrace. From this place, you can see the islands which are being built close by. This, for example, is Michael Schumacher's, and just a stunning view of Dubai.
A tricky part of this bowl of cherries is that you live on an island. You have that ordinary island life with birds chirping, palm trees growing, things like that. But at the same time, you are 15 minutes away from Dubai with its nightlife in full swing, multiple bars and restaurants. That's if you live in Bali and have an instant teleport to New York, and that's really cool.
Well, all that's left for me to do now is to mark that such a large villa will cost you 75 to 90 million dirhams, and that's around $20 million. After all seen, I had to urgently cool down my greed a bit, and so I went down, or actually up, into the Tube Railroad.
There's another Atlantis on the way. It's a $1.4 billion Royal Atlantis that is expected to be opened in 2020. You can travel the Palm Island on monorail, which is an entertainment by itself. There are many means of transportation in Dubai, and one of them is monorail. The ticket is very pricey. It's $5.5 one way. So let's take a look at what it's like on the inside. To get a good view of Palm Jumeirah, you might want to go to Marriott Harbor Hotel that has a bar on the 52nd floor with a wonderful view. Did Palm Jumeirah turn out as successful as they planned it to be? Well, not really. Instead of an exclusive private enclave, you got a generic copy of American suburbia. The houses are standing side by side at 3 times the original planned density. In fact, they were planning a larger series of developments called the Palm Islands, which were going to be many times larger than Palm Jumeirah. And also the world, a series of islands representing the world, like every single continent. But all these projects had to be suspended since Dubai property market crashed in 2009. I'm sure you have seen this hotel before. It's called the Burj Al Arab.
This hotel claims to be the only 7-star hotel in the world.
It is frequently recognized as the world's most luxurious hotel. It was built in 1999 for $1 billion on a man-made island. The cheapest room starts at $1,500 a night, while a royal twin-bedroom suite will set you back $15,000. Dubai is a city of shopping malls. Like, what do you do on those hot days? People go to the malls to escape from the heat. The Mall of the Emirates is one of the largest malls here. It's got Ski Dubai, an indoor ski resort with 5 ski tracks and a snow park. You can also visit an ice cave and go sledding. Can you believe that? Yes, right in the mall you can go skiing, in one of the hottest places on the planet. Another mall is the Dubai Mall. Today it's the 2nd largest mall in the world, but it used to be the largest. If you like exotic cars, then in front of the Dubai Mall there's always something to look at. It's a bustling entertainment center with mesmerizing sights and attractions, often viewed by most Emiratis as the ultimate shopping destination in the city. Let's look at some things that you can see inside the mall. The human waterfalls. One of the finest artificial waterfalls that I've ever seen. There's also an aquarium, one of the largest in the world in fact, 2.6 million gallons of water. Outside, they have a fountain show, which always gets crowds and crowds of people. You can actually take a boat ride or go walking around the periphery of the lake and view all the shops and the restaurants. These lovely people from India that were traveling with me in that boat wanted me to film them and their baby, so their wish is granted. There are 65 malls altogether in the city, and each one of them is trying to be unique in some way. Take a look at this one. It's called Wafi Mall, and it's styled after ancient Egypt. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of shopping, and I easily get tired of huge malls.
The next station is Burj Khalifa.
Before we conquer this tower, let me tell you a bit about it. We can see this skyscraper from almost any point of Dubai, and when the weather is good, it can be seen even from a 95 kilometers distance. The Burj Khalifa is 828 meters high. It is so high that the Eiffel Tower seems to be a 5-storied block of apartments in comparison with it. The Burj Khalifa has the highest elevator in the world, going up for 140 floors at a breathtaking speed of 10 meters per second. In fact, it's a real engineering marvel. Just imagine what water pressure should be in the pipes to push the water up here and get it, say, into a toilet at the viewing deck located at 500-meter height.
During my TV career, I've been to more than 10 observation decks on skyscrapers in different corners of the world. After everything I saw, I can tell you that the observation decks on a skyscraper is just a waste of money. But since the building behind me is the tallest building in the world, and the observation deck on Burj Khalifa is the highest in the world, I have to go up there. At least for you to see, there is no need to this.
I've bought the most expensive ticket for $150 to get to the 148th floor. For this money, I get access to the Sky Lounge with all sorts of goodies. And what is most important, I get the opportunity not to wait and enter the elevator in good faith.
This is one of the fastest elevators in the world. It will take us from here to 145 within 77 seconds.
If all houses had such elevators, I think they would save a few weeks of life for us. Well, this is what the observation deck looks like at 555-meter height in the tallest building in the world.
very cool to stand on the tallest building in the world, but unfortunately, it won't remain the tallest for long.
Yes, in Saudi Arabia, the construction of Jeddah Tower is in full swing, and it will be taller than the Burj Khalifa. In fact, it will be more than 1 kilometer tall. Now let's talk about Dubai at night. It's actually a separate aggregate state of the city, and Dubai is very good in this sense. Well, first of all, everything is perfectly lit with illuminations. This is how they illuminate the bridge on the canal, which I've already shown you at the beginning of this video. In the evenings, pleasure boats also pass here, and they pass right underneath this bridge. Just have a look how beautifully and technologically engineers wriggled out in this situation. Dubai hosts lots of open-air parties, but the most important hullabaloo takes place at the central evening show, of course, the Dubai Fountain Show. This event is huge, spectacular, and what is most important, it's free. Not to waste your time, I offer you to view the fast-forward version. Few people know about it, but Dubai has another fountain show. And in this case, its main trick is the projection onto the water. And then something happened. Something that you can call the fountain show number 3. The water opened up, the LEDs lit, the smoke was released, some streams started flowing, and everything came to a quick end.
Just a city of shows.
But not just the city of shows, it's also a city of views. The night view of Dubai is actually the very thing you can already come here for. It's best to watch the city from above. That's why I decided to ask the locals where it would be best to shoot some city night time-lapse.
It's widely thought that you can capture the best night view of Dubai from this terrace in this hotel. So, let's check it out.
Here's the terrace. And that's what the night city view looks like from it.
I believe it's probably one of the best terraces in Dubai for several reasons. First of all, it's opened. I've already checked several other rooftops and they all are closed, and that's not so cool. Secondly, the prices here are actually fair. You can have a dinner, drink or glass of wine and enjoy the most soulful night view of Dubai.
What can you do outside of the city? Dune bashing. Dubai lies directly within the Arabian desert, so you can go dune bashing in a 4x4. Most often, it's a Toyota Land Cruiser or a Nissan Patrol. My family certainly enjoyed it. It was like riding a roller coaster, and I asked the driver how many times he flipped the car in his life. He said none, so this made me feel more comfortable. Wow.
Lights and diamonds in your eyes. All this beauty made you blind. Dare yourself to stay and fight. Promises and pretty lies.
Then they offer you a dinner and a show with dances and performances. Just to give you the scale, we had 700 people that night, and our driver said that there are altogether about 20 companies doing that in the city. Even in the desert, you can meet some awesome people from around the world.
So, where are you from?
I'm Swiss. I'm Canadian.
You're Canadian?
Yeah.
But you said you live here.
I do.
Oh, okay. So, is it work related?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And you're just visiting?
Yeah, I've been here for a week now.
So what have you guys done for fun? Like,
We went to the Mall of Dubai. We went to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Miracle Gardens. Go to Jumeirah Beach. It's really nice.
hey, what's your name?
Annika.
What's your name?
Hanadi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
One of my favorite places in Dubai is the Global Village. It's a huge park that combines cultures of 90 countries from all across the world in one place.
Okay guys, welcome to London.
Oh, wait a second. I think I'm mistaken. We're in Moscow. Welcome to Moscow. Actually, we're in New York City, right?
It's pretty confusing, but actually we are in Dubai, and this place is called the Global Village.
You can get souvenirs, spices, and try food from almost every corner of the planet. Well, except for Israel. They got temples of Thailand, Forbidden City of Beijing, the Eiffel Tower, and so much more. And they also have different shows during the night. Like they have this monster stunt show 3 times a night with cars and motorbikes, and you can enjoy some incredible performances, fight scenes, drifting, stunt bikers, and they even had a tank. Those who love amusement parks are really going to enjoy Dubai because it has a cluster of theme parks and water parks like Legoland, Bollywood, and Motion Gate, and others. Let's take a look at some different parts of the city. Deira is Dubai's old financial district. It sits on the east bank of Dubai Creek. At one point, it played a vital role in the economic development of the city. Today, Deira is a bustling commercial residential district with some old markets, including some specializing in spices and gold. The most recognized landmark is Deira's Clock Tower. Then you have downtown Dubai with Burj Khalifa and endless skyscrapers. Sheikh Zayed Highway is the longest street in Dubai. It gives the full feeling that you are in the city of the future. On both sides of the road there are numerous skyscrapers that seem to compete in height and originality. Look at this structure, looming over the city's financial district. It's called the Museum of the Future. It will be open just before the World Expo starts in October 2020. One of the newest areas in the city is Dubai Marina. It's a modern, expensive residential neighborhood that has one of the largest concentrations of Westerners living in the city. It's just a walking distance away from the beach at JBR, which stands for Jumeirah Beach Residence. There's plenty of things to do here, from jet skiing to skydiving.
Before we talk about Dubai's tourist aspect, here's a fly in the ointment. Firstly, there are quite a lot of bans in Dubai. This includes kisses in public, alcohol, video shooting, and at times, even photography. I was stopped by the police 3 times, and they asked me to take away my camera. What's more, I was on the beach, and I wasn't capturing people, just the sea. This primarily happens due to censorship rules, which actually exist here.
It's better not to button here with the camera. It's better to capture everything with a mobile phone, and the official body has just confirmed that censorship does exist in Emirates. In general, what about stories which are concealed?
Absolutely, yes. It's like you're trying to find some news, recent, like bad news, and you can't find it.
And why do you think they are doing this?
Well, because the government defines the city as safe, the city of happiness.
But it's safe.
It is safe, of course, but accidents do happen. Fires happen, and in order to not intimidate people that something may eventually happen to them here, they hide this information.
Alex, where are we going?
We're going to a new polo resort. It was set up just 2 years ago. It was built right in the sand, but the landscaped area is simply amazing.
Let's deviate a bit. Dubai is considered to be one of the hottest cities in the world. It's very exhausting to stay outside in summer. That's why even bus stops are equipped with air conditioning systems. So if something grows here, it must always be watered. Now have a look at that! A private polo complex built just amidst the sands. It belongs to one of the richest families in Dubai, the Habtoor family. Their wealth is estimated at about $44 billion. They've built not just a single polo field here, but as many as 3. Well, let's take a closer look at all of this. Horses, a large scoreboard, an ambulance, photographers, expensive cars, and rich guests.
Finally, I got to the event where people wearing Ralph Lauren polo shirts for a reason.
Actually, polo is an expensive sport. They unofficially call it the sport of kings. Everything is serious here. There's even a commentary box with a commentator.
Andreas Laplace, and at the back, Thomas Palacios and Alejandro Garland.
There are a lot of nuances here. Beautiful leather boots, white trousers, horses. They're definitely of a specific breed. And what's that over there?
That's a hotel which was specially built on this location so that guests could come and watch the game from their balconies.
For you to understand the level, the team has got its own hookah maker who travels with it all around the world. Also, you can change horses here because the more horses you have, the greater your winning chances are. As for the game, it's certainly very beautiful and very dynamic. If you're interested, our team has won. But generally, in my opinion, the most important victory is this lawn, which grows just in the middle of the desert.
We are in the middle of the desert. And you don't expect to find here any bodies of water. But here it is. It's mid-December now, and this place was open to public just about a week ago.
New addition to this district is Blue Waters Island that opened in 2018. It's an artificial island that will feature a 210-meter tall giant Ferris wheel called Dubai Eye. Of course, it's going to be the largest in the world. What else did you expect? Dubai has a number of beaches to choose from. Let's take a look at some of them. Kite Beach. It is Dubai's sportiest beach, a favorite with many kite surfers. People come here to jog or play beach volleyball. There's also a skate park, an outdoor gym, and plenty of other things to do.
Welcome to Dubai!
Where you from? Where you from?
I'm from Alaska.
No, this can't be right. You're from Alaska.
How are you, man? Don't worry. No corona, don't worry. Everything is. How are you, sir? I'm from Alaska. I travel all over the world, but Dubai is the best place in the world, you know.
Is that right?
You have east and west, everything. No corona, nothing. No virus, nothing. Yeah, everything is clean, yeah?
Okay.
The rulers here are fantastic. It's a growing economy. Everything is booming here. Life is beautiful. No taxes. Fresh air, free of charge, complimentary, you know.
What's your favorite part of the city?
Favorite part of the city is the Kite Beach, you know.
The Kite Beach?
Oh, it's fantastic.
We're right here on the spot.
Right here. Right place, right time, right people. What do you want, man?
But what about the parks? My first impression was that the city's nothing but a concrete jungle and there's no parks. Well, it's not like that. There are plenty of parks. This one's called Al Barsha, where people come to go jogging or just take a break from the busy city life. The even have golf courses here, can you imagine? So how did it all start? Dubai was a village of fishermen and pearl hunters until the mid-20th century. The best way to look at this distant past is to visit the Dubai Museum. It is located in Fort Al Fahidi, which is the oldest building in Dubai, built in 1787. Pearl hunting was the main source of income for the local population back then, but the invention of artificial pearls by the Japanese in the 1930s destroyed the economy. In 1968, Great Britain abandoned the protectorate of the Gulf countries. Right around this time, oil was discovered, and from that moment, the Emirates got a quick start in development. They say driving a car in Dubai is not for everyone. Locals say that if you miss an exit, it might take you 20 to 30 minutes to get back on the route. Speeding fines are no joke. For example, if you exceed the speed limit by 20 kilometers an hour, your fine's gonna be an equivalent of $82. But if you exceed it by 80 kilometers an hour, it's gonna be $820. Once a British tourist got stuck in Dubai after racking up $45,000 in speeding tickets in a rented Lamborghini. In 4 hours, he triggered every speed camera on Sheikh Zayed Road, and they wouldn't let him go until they paid the fines in full.
It's time now to show you why Dubai is good from the tourist point of view and what interesting landmarks have opened up here over the last year or two. Firstly, the Dubai frame was opened here. That huge frame over there, which is presented as the largest frame of the world. That's logical, we're still in Dubai. It's really huge, enormous, 150 meters tall. In mid-October 2018, a new beach called Le Mer appeared here as well. Some tourists have already taken a fancy to it. The beach turned out to be very modern. Some places look like Miami, and some look like Los Angeles. Another new area in Dubai is Al Seef. The most important perk of this area is that I personally develop a feeling I'm somewhere in London because there are very look-alike skyscrapers in front of me, and the general style is absolutely European here. Let's speak clear. Certainly, Dubai copies many of the world's architectural landmarks. Here's Big Ben, almost a perfect copy. A new hotel, which is just being built with a ship on its roof, surprisingly resembles Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. All this is done mainly due to the city's cosmopolitanism, but also because Dubai virtually has no architectural history of its own.
However, it can definitely be created now, and the Dubai people are successfully doing it.
Al Seef area has an authentic port town, built as a reminder from what actually Dubai once grew up.
I would like to tell you that people here tried their best in many things. What I mean is that even a sign showing the place for prayer is scrapped to look like antique. You don't have the feeling that this is all created by designers. It feels like this is a true old Arabic city.
Well, it turned out to be convincing. I believe it. And finally, Dubai's fashionable district, Marina. One of the coolest yacht marinas in the world, which they promise to make the largest soon. And the next patch for skyscrapers, although there are already more than 200 of them here, Marina is like a standalone city, as if the laws of the rest of Dubai don't work here. Girls wear rather short dresses, and everything is calm and looks sporty. In other words, it's good here.
Well, to be honest, Dubai Marina looks like not Dubai at all. You have a feeling like you are somewhere in Miami or in Hawaii. Absolute American comfort. No one bustles about here. And what is the most interesting, you won't see many locals here. Perhaps as everywhere else in Dubai, but here they are dressed and behave in such a manner that they are no different from Americans and Europeans.
But let's go back to Marina because we can see some interesting attractions there. First of all, a 500-meter zip line is located here. You can get down along it from a height of 170 meters. It all looks like this nearby. And you can jump with parachutes right above Marina. A tandem jump starts from $460. And if you think the customers are few here, just have a look. These guys even have their own runway in the area.
One of the newest additions to the city is the Dubai frame. You can see it from a distance. Its height is 150 meters. It has a glass floor. The idea is that it splits the city into the old part and the new part. What's it like for the locals to live here? Emiratis, like I said, make up only 10 to 15% of the population. They get plenty of perks from the government, like $20,000 or more as a wedding present. Polygamy is allowed, so you can have more than one wife. There's an Arab joke about this. If you have one wife, she will fight with you. If you have two wives, they will fight for you. Recently, they introduced mandatory military service, so now Emirati men who have finished secondary school and aged between 18 and 30 will have to serve a year and 4 months. Did you know they have a Ministry of Happiness here? Sheikh Mohammed, who is Vice President and Prime Minister of the country and ruler of the Emirate of Dubai, said that he is not going to tolerate poor government services, and he declared that he would remove staff and officials who are not performing well. He's also known to visit government departments when they least expect him. One time he was visiting Dubai municipality, and he was surprised to find directors and senior officials not present at their workplace during his visit. They say Dubai has a development plan until the year 2070. That's impressive, but is it a comfortable city for foreigners? While salaries are competitive, they say that one of the biggest challenges here is to build a circle of friends. People come and go all the time, and to make friends with the locals is not that simple. Some people say that Dubai doesn't make them feel like they belong there. Some people told me that in Singapore, after work, you go drinking beer with the locals. But in Dubai, it's just not happening.
Because this city, I think it's like 30, 40 years old. At this very moment, the history of Dubai is being written, and later they will write about it in historical books. Probably Dubai is already among the, 10 most powerful cities in the world. The scopes of construction works here are simply incredible, but the most interesting thing in Dubai are happening not even so much to the city, but to the people of Dubai. 40 years ago, they were fishermen and pearl hunters, and suddenly they became rich. They all switched to Mercedes. They feel themselves like big guns, and looks like they will face a serious assimilation process in the next few years. The Sheikh children already speak English, not Arabic, among themselves at home. And the whole Dubai is actually very cosmopolitan. All borders are very much blurred. And yes, of course, Dubai people are still wearing traditional clothes, they observe Ramadan, but it seems to me that Dubai people want more and more to look like European. It would be very interesting for me to look in Dubai's future, but what is really cool is that the future comes here, not in 5 or 10 years. It actually comes here each consecutive year. So the most peculiar attraction of the city is that you can visit it every year, and every year so many new landmarks will nudge you to come here again and again.
There's internet censorship, and voice calls on Skype and WhatsApp are restricted. Be careful what you post on social media. There's been cases when foreigners got in trouble after posting something negative about Dubai on Instagram or Twitter. What about women's rights? While I'm not a big expert, but how do you explain numerous attempts of members of the royal family to flee the country? Just read about Princess Latifa, who tried to flee but got caught, and she hasn't been seen since March 2018. On the bright side, there's definitely been some progress. Dubai has recently loosened its liquor laws to allow tourists to purchase alcohol in state-controlled stores. They ended prison sentences for loan defaulters. Before, if you were late with payments, you could be sentenced to jail for up to 3 years. Now you just get a fine instead of jail time. The city is very safe, and that's despite the fact that it has millions of visitors from all over. And most importantly, it's a fun place to live in. It's a melting pot of different cultures, and there's so many events happening all the time. To me, Dubai is like the amusement park on the planet, where the most daring ideas are implemented. Some of them succeed and some fail, but everybody wants to come here and see it for themselves. And you can't help but admire the determination of Dubai to be moving forward. And I want to end this video with a quote from Sheikh Mohammed. The race for excellence has no finish line. I want Dubai to be number one, not in the region, but in the world. Number one in everything, higher education, health, and housing. I want to give my people the highest way of living.
Habibi, come to Dubai. You say that money cannot buy happiness? Habibi, come to Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai. Habibi, come to Dubai.
Thanks for watching till the end. Our deepest appreciations goes out to all of our viewers, and don't forget to subscribe to be the first to know when we upload new videos like this. Stay blessed. Bye for now.